can't be that bad. Oh, it 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 can't be
There's so many things to
that
avoid,
bad.
If you're getting yelled at in a restaurant, it's partially your fault too.
Yeah,
right?
oh, for sure. These people have been working here for a while,
Yeah.
absolutely. Unless you're at a very shitty place where they just have terrible customer service.
Or you have a shitty person. Like, I've had people write bad reviews about me. Like, I remember at Cheesecake one time, they pulled me into the office and like, did you read the most recent Yelp review on Cheesecake? And I was like, no. And they're like, we got a 1-star. And they like name dropped me.
Damn.
Alejandro, like maybe 3 or 4 times in their review. And all of the shit that they said was like not characteristic of me as like as a worker or a server or a bartender. And then like at one point he was like, and then our server went behind the bar and started making drinks like he was a bartender. And I am a bartender.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And so like all my managers like don't like they had to talk to me about it, right? Because that's how the restaurant works. But like the whole thing was just like this is also the kind of things that you go through in a restaurant.
I think it's crazy how much power a customer does have, regardless of how ignorant they are, through a review. Basically, a review on Yelp is equivalent to a handwritten letter, right? Because that means that they put effort, they went out of their way to express their opinion. But the fucking thing is, their opinion, if they're a terrible customer, could just suck, but it'll still damage your reputation.
Yeah, I think if you take the time to write a Yelp review, you should pretty much just not, and instead take that time to buy a gun and stick it in your mouth.
Oh, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, honestly, dude, Yelp reviews fucking suck.
Yeah.
I really think it's like the
especially if they're name dropping too.
Well, and it's just like it's I could see how like small businesses it helps for, right? And like I could see how people where people can like talk about their certain like the things to watch out for, right?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, people use it now as a platform to like make themselves think that they're, as we review movies on this podcast, like food reviewers or like places, but they're not. They're just shitty people who had a shitty experience and then like want other people to pay for it.
Yes.
Right, and to feel their pain, and yeah.
They feel a lot of power. I mean, like, it's a way to communicate and express your frustration. If you already haven't done it, like, in person, but to actually,
but they don't do it.
It's basically what a Karen is, saying, can I speak
I've
to
done
your
with
manager?
dealt with millions of
Also,
those.
I'll speak to your manager's manager, and I'll leave multiple
My favorite
5
one
or
is,
1-star reviews.
My favorite one is, I'm going to call corporate.
Cool. They think they could throw around some sentences like that.
Never once ever had somebody like from corporate come down to where I work in multiple places. I've worked in a different, multiple different jobs with different hierarchies and stuff. But I've never had somebody say like, I'm going to call corporate. And then corporate comes down and is like, hey, we got this call from this lady. We have to fire you. Like she told us that we need to fire you. And so here we are. Corporate's coming down. You're fired. Like that does not ever fucking happen.
Especially like in a business like the restaurant business, there is a lot of
corporate's like, who? What? Yeah. What restaurant? Laguna Beach. What number is that? 2241? All right, tell the manager at 2241 this lady says that somebody sucks there. Okay. And then if that message even gets to the manager, that's about the extent of it.
Yeah.
Unless they're just like, this person raped me, and then it's like then they have to do something.
Of course,
about it. But
be rational.
But you're not gonna call and be like, I had the worst service ever. You should fire Christian Baltazar at the Benicia restaurant today. And then they'll be
like, I guess we have to.
Let me hang up the phone right now and give him a call. They don't know who the fuck you are.
Let me not even give him a call. Let me show up at his front door
and just fire him right there. Hey man, don't even bother coming into work tomorrow.
You're laid off.
Don't worry about it.
It's okay.
2 weeks notice. I'm gonna put it in for you. Hey. That's not gonna ever happen.
Consider this unpaid vacation.
But that's cancel culture, bro. They just want to get you fired.
Yelp is the same thing as social media. It's crazy. You could say one bad thing about a person on social media, it tarnishes their reputation. You could give one bad review on Yelp about a specific waiter or someone providing customer service wherever you are, and that could fuck them over. And so, I mean, I don't know. I haven't worked in retail in a while, but like I worked at H&M in Walnut Creek, and those are full of like, middle-aged, privileged women that are like, yikes. Excuse me, this shirt is not the best quality. And I'm like, bitch, you got that from the Circle rack where it says like 5 for $5.
But also like, what are you going to do? Make a better shirt?
Right, dude, it's H&M.
What do they think you're going to be like? That's not good quality? Okay, give me that one right now. Let me go run in the back. We're making this shirt right now in the back.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'll go tell them, like it's a restaurant.
Yes.
I'll go tell them to straighten up. And you know what? Let me get you a brand new shirt right now, better quality.
Right now. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm the one that made this shirt from scratch.
What are they expecting? What are they expecting you to do?
They think there's a factory right in the back room.
I remember when I was in Irvine, there was a couple people who'd be like, I'm from LA. And I'd be like, okay.
Oh, okay, please tell me more about your background.
Like you're supposed to be like, what?
Oh my God.
Los Angeles?
You're from the Los Angeles?
Fucking people, bro.
Man, I'm so sorry.
I hate people, except for the people listening to our show. Thanks, guys. Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of ICBTB's Highly Irrelevant.
That's correct. That's what this is.
Sorry, we got a little heated there. Even though we are funny people, we do need to kind of express our frustrations every now and then.
And actually, the truth is, if I can level with you, baddies, we got a bad Yelp review.
Yeah, we didn't even know we were on Yelp.
We opened a small boutique.
Yep.
And we just keep getting 1-star reviews.
We sell finger foods and hors d'oeuvres there, and sometimes shitty
salads
shirts.
And cookies and iced teas.
And then we tell them about our podcast as we give them the food or drinks.
Apparently not everyone likes that.
Nope.
But so we're closing up shop.
Yep.
Boutique's closed. We're done.
Yeah, the ICBTB boutique is done.
It was over.
Sorry about it, baddies.
It was a fun weekend, but you know what? Thanks for those who came.
Yeah, thanks, Obama.
And didn't write a bad Yelp review. Obama didn't write a bad Yelp. He enjoyed.
He said
I'm the best cucumber sandwiches he'd ever had.
If there was a president that you could chill with, who would it be?
It's the question of who'd you have a beer with, right?
Yes, exactly.
That wins and loses elections. For sure.
Yeah, because you have to not only be a president who could lead the country and like lead us into a bright future, but someone you want to chill with.
A lot of people think that's how George W. Bush won the first time.
He was someone that you could have a beer with.
Al Gore, and everybody was like, I would never want to hang out with Al Gore. Like he was just too hard on the He just was too hard on the green initiative, bro, and just a little too early. I didn't know too much about Al Gore. I knew that he was all about trying to promote the green aspect of our future. But I was also in elementary school, and all I knew was like, oh, this George Bush is the son of that George Bush, and I don't know. That family's crazy, bro.
Absolutely crazy.
H.W. Bush, his dad, ran the CIA, right? Mm-hmm. And before he ran the CIA, when he was just an agent, that's when he met his wife's dad, and their last name was Prescott. They're the ones who created the CIA.
Ooh.
That man shook hands with Hitler when he was an OSS agent in World War II. That's how far back that family goes. So
secondhand, pun intended, he shook hands with Hitler.
I guess, but
that's how far back it goes.
This family has been involved with fucking the CIA all the way back before the Kennedy assassination, like from the inception of it, and then both of those people got to run the country at separate times. Well, his son didn't get to do too much, but he was there. So
yeah,
they almost got a second son in office too.
Damn, dude.
And that was the smart one. Jeb is the smart one.
It's crazy, like how presidency could almost be familial because people do vote upon familiarity, right? For sure. That's why like a lot of people are pro Biden because they're like, oh, he's Obama's best friend. That's Obama's buddy. I'm familiar with that person.
That's right.
Right. A lot of people must have voted for Bush because like, oh, that's the son of our previous president. He must know some things.
Well,
right?
And also he ran on an education platform. Mm-hmm. When Bush was elected, he was elected because he was going to do No Child Left Behind.
Yeah.
And so who's not going to want to?
They're like, okay, I'm for that.
Yeah, who's going to not want to vote for their children's future?
But it is crazy. Like, it's what blows my mind is monarchy. Monarchy is like, regardless of your skill.
We don't have one of those here.
And your leadership. Wink, wink. Yeah, wink, wink, wink. There's nothing like that.
Honestly, just the last two presidents didn't fall into the monarchy. Obama and Trump. They're the only two who have never fallen in line with the groups or the people who are supposed to be there. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I think that's kind of one of the things that shows why the country's in such a skew is we haven't followed the script for at least the last two presidencies.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. Politics is kind of
and definitely maybe three because
up.
Bush didn't follow the script either because Cheney ran the whole thing.
Yeah. I haven't even watched that movie with Christian Bale yet.
Oh, Vice?
Yeah, Vice, which I hear he does an incredible job playing Cheney.
Job. Yeah, but it's also a movie. You should also keep in mind, they do.
Of course, they're gonna have to exaggerate some things so that it looks good on the big screen, and so we don't get.
But it's entertaining.
Through
it's very, very entertaining.
Dude, I trust Christian Bale. He is. I don't know. I respect actors that can go through massive weight gain and weight loss and just come back to normal and be like, "Yeah, I just did it for the job."
I have no idea how.
Because I can't look in the mirror and be like,
time to gain.
I have to gain weight? I don't know because
not even gain weight, but I have to get a giant beer gut, ugly, gross. overhanging stomach.
I have to walk around in public with this beer gut that is going to be used for my job.
And then the next movie, they're just like, what if you played like a super skinny race car driver?
Like, okay, let me try to lose weight for myself first.
No problem.
Yeah. Oh, let me try to lose all this weight. Are you talking about The Machinist?
Well, right after Vice, he did Ford v Ferrari.
Yes, and he got super skinny from being chubby.
That's the particular moment I was speaking. But yeah, in The Machinist too, he also got super skinny.
Wildly skinny.
And then bounced back from that to do Dark Knight. So right after Machinist is when he did Dark Knight.
I have a question. Who wins in a fight? Christian Bale from The Machinist or Joaquin Phoenix from Joker? Because they're both pretty fragile, very skinny actors at those times. But to put them in a chicken fight, who would win?
Christian Bale wins because he also did that movie with Mark Wahlberg, The Fighter, where he was super skinny, but like a boxing coach.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. You got me there. Mean? Yeah, definitely. I think some of my favorite...
Also, Bale beat the shit out of his sister or something like that, so that guy's got some fists.
Out of his sister?
His sister and his mom or something like that. Remember? You don't remember that? That was a big deal.
In real life?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He got in a lot of trouble.
What was going on? Was he a kid at this time?
No. Like during Terminator.
Why would you have to fight your mom and sister?
He wasn't fighting him, Christian. He was beating them.
He was okay.
He was beating the shit out of them.
I think the way that you presented that sentence was like, do you remember he had to fight his sister? And so I'm thinking like this domestic battle inside. I don't know.
I think I said hit.
Probably.
And you just assume like a Mortal Kombat, like, hey,
dude, yeah.
Choose your character.
Christian Bale has a health bar, and his sister and mom have one collective health bar.
A little bit less.
A little bit less.
They already start off like in the second stage.
Yeah.
I've been playing Injustice 2, the video game.
And how's that treating you?
It's a button smasher for me because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Dude, fighting games are really difficult.
It's one of those games where like I'll put the controller down and just be like, I should be doing almost anything else right now.
Yeah.
Like this is literally because I'm not good. I don't know what I'm doing. It's just
You're not even getting a rush of dopamine.
Nope, I'm not enjoying it. I'm getting very upset because I keep losing.
You should just watch YouTube videos of good players.
But then I want to play. But that's the thing.
Then learn how to get good.
But that's why I keep doing it, right? I remember like I played NBA 2K I played NBA 2K 17 for like 3 years before I like learned how to play the basketball game. And and then when I finally did, like now I like playing 2K. But I remember like for years just sucking and losing every single game, not making any points. No one's passing me the ball. Like it was bad.
What was the angriest you've ever gotten from playing video games?
Probably playing with Otis.
And like what is the most that you've done when you've gotten that angry? Are you a controller thrower?
No, well, you've seen me and Otis. Like we get like
you guys get frustrated,
testy with each other.
I hate seeing you guys fight. I've never felt more testosterone, unnecessary testosterone in the room.
It's such a dumb competition too, because it's not like we're actually playing basketball.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to chill. I don't want to play with you guys.
Dunk.
The last time we hung out at your spot, you guys were like, okay, Christian, go against Alex. I'm like, I don't want to feed into this.
You did play though, and it was kind of fun.
It was difficult.
It was a fun 3-on-3 match that we played right there.
I haven't played a basketball game since I was in like middle school.
NBA Street?
Honestly, my favorite basketball game because it's unrealistic.
The NBA Street and the NFL Street game were both really fun. I never played the soccer one.
No.
But those were both really fun.
I remember those two because there were street rules, dude.
Do you think that was more fun than NBA Jams?
Ooh. I don't know. They're very much in the same genre where they're bending the reality of sports.
NBA Jams is just a little bit, it's just earlier for sure. It's like the 90s flat version of it.
Yeah. So I would have to go with Street. I have more of an affinity towards Street because I played that
Jams,
more.
Bro.
Jam is a classic.
Boom, shakalaka.
Boom. Oh, that's where that came from. Dude, I remember.
He's on fire.
I used to always goaltend because I was all about swatting.
I'm
like, how come this isn't legal?
That would be the thing too where I'd always be like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. It's like sometimes when I play like a hockey game or like a video game that I don't really know the sport, a hockey game, like for the first few times I played, it'd be like icing. What the fuck is icing?
Like that, you're learning all this new terminology.
All the penalties, they're like offsides. What do you mean offsides?
I get so fucking pissed. When I was living in Davis, one of my college roommates was playing FIFA, and FIFA is
a soccer game.
It is known to ruin friendships. And this guy would play online, and he would get so pissed off to the point where he would throw his controller across the room. He's broken 2 printers, I believe.
What?
Yeah, because he's thrown the controllers at the printer.
And the printer broke, not the controller?
The controller's also broke, for sure. That's a given.
But he also... Yikes.
Yeah, and like one time... And toward the end, he was trying to really control his anger when he was playing video games. To the point where he was not getting angry in front of us. He'll be like, hey, dude, are you using that water bottle? And like, No, I'm pretty much done with it. I think it's an old water bottle. He would take it and he'd be like, okay. He would go outside and you would just hear like grunting the crumbling of a water bottle and him throwing the water bottle, and he'd come back fine.
Sweating, covered in sweat, but like smiling.
Covered, yeah, he's fine. Dude, like, have you ever seen
like go get some coffee?
It's like two guys getting in a bar fight and then like just squashing it after they like beat the shit out of each other.
I've never seen that in a bar fight, but I have seen that in a fight. Where like they slug it out, and that was more like a high school thing.
And that's crazy to me. Like, I've never been in a fight. I don't know if I would have the emotional capability to just like have a black eye and be like, yeah, okay, we're good.
I mean, sometimes when it gets down to fisticuffs, I think you just want to like get that anger. Like at foot, I've been watching Hard Knocks. I fucking love Hard Knocks on HBO. It's one of my favorite shows that they do every year. And it's where one preseason of football every year. They pick a team and they follow them for their entire preseason training camp and games and shit like that. This year they're doing the Chargers and the Rams because they're in LA. Okay. And so of course
you're really into that.
I'm a Chargers fan, so of course I'm in it. But every year I watch it. I've been watching it since I started it in like 2001. Anyways, one of the things that I love about it is there's always a point in preseason practice for any football team, especially even like in high schools, the sun's out, it's hot, you're tired, you're fighting, you're playing this game, you get kind of, and then like a fight breaks out. You're all on the same team, but now you're swinging and screaming, you're calling each other a bitch, and you're fighting, and then like you're pulled apart, and then at the end of practice, practice over, you guys all go hang out and shit. But like in the moment,
of course,
it's the heat of the moment.
Logically, it makes complete sense. Like in the heat of the moment, you are already physical, you're tired, you feel sore and beat, and like there's a lot of testosterone and adrenaline running through your veins.
For sure.
Of course, you want to get it out, and I'm sure I can only
start kissing.
Akin it. Good transition. I was gonna akin it to post ejaculate clarity, right?
I was just thinking like, how crazy would it be if like the next time I'm watching Hard Knocks, they get in this giant fight, and it's like, you know what, motherfucker, you know what? That's like Hard Knocks would be like, what? Everyone would be like, what?
It'd be the most viewed episode. HBO would get even more money.
Shoot through the roof. Everyone would be like, did you see Hard Knocks?
See that last episode of Hard Knocks?
Derwin James and Austin Eckler started making out.
Wow, this is real 2020.
I love the Chargers, and I still would make that joke every day of the week.
If you were watching an actual game and you saw a fight,
kissing?
But not two dudes. Let's say like 6 dudes.
So let's say it's a baseball game and they're rushing the pitcher's mound. And then instead of like punching, they both just like grab it and embrace, and suddenly everyone's like, oh. And so like the catcher turns to the umpire and they start, and then like there's somebody on
I like how this is your version of kissing.
There's somebody on third and he just like turns to the third baseman, and they get going, like the 3 guys in the outfield like run to each other.
Yeah. And then like
shortstop and second base.
They play whatever song they have queued for like kissers in the audience when they focus in on 2 people kissing.
It's that Journey song.
Yeah.
Open Arms.
I love that song.
Open Arms.
If that song was playing, I guess I have to kiss someone.
That's like a cartoon if they have like a love bomb that like accidentally flies over a baseball field.
Dude, I think if I was gay, that would be my way of coming out. Like if I was a gay athlete, I would do it. Like I would do it mid-game.
Not gay.
Man,
sucks to suck.
Life's a gamble, baby.
Sucks to suck, bitch.
Dude, man, you better shoot your shot.
We're both getting famous. I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't matter. We're both getting famous.
Give me your mouth.
Please, sir.
Please, excuse me. I have a wife and kids.
Come here, Tom Brady.
A well-known athlete.
Ruined his career.
It's not like you're going for. It's not like you're kissing a rookie.
His marriage.
Tom Brady's wife is like.
His children are confused. Tom Brady kisses his kids on the lips, though, so that's all right. He's already a weirdo.
I have so many questions regarding that. I remember growing up, you would see it in some movies and some TV shows where like the mom would kiss the kids on the lips, or even like the dad would kiss the kids on the. No, this would happen in like I couldn't list them, but I feel like I've seen it.
And Stepmom comes over for the weekend. Mm-hmm. That happens in Stepsister Sleeps Over.
Dude. Stop, dude.
That's actually maybe my favorite bit we maybe have ever done.
I don't know if it's my favorite. That might be your favorite.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Oh man. With that, I've talked to you about it before, but it is crazy that pornography has really capitalized on the whole stepmom, stepsister.
What if it was
thing.
like an action? Here's what I think it may have been.
What?
Like a couple of those were put out, and then because of just the algorithm of Pornhub because somebody clicked on them a couple of times,
Yeah.
like suddenly that just like kept coming up.
Yeah.
And now it's like developed where everybody's in the same gumbo pot where they're just like, I mean, like, what else is there? There's nothing else to watch.
Yeah, well, not only is it algorithms, but I've heard, and I don't know if this is a fact, so someone please correct me if I'm wrong, that in Japanese culture, a lot of men are focused on school, work, and career. Where to the point where they don't really get time to like socialize or try to court women and like try to
So they watch porn?
And so yeah, their release is porn. They fantasize through porn, which is like why hentai
But
doesn't
they
exist.
have so they have their own thing though. They're not watching.
But also, I heard that a lot of the viewership of the step sibling type of porn does derive from the Japanese population because there are fantasies.
Step families.
Yeah, there's like, you know, when I don't know if Japanese
It's like the divorce
families,
rate pretty high in Japan or something. Like, is there a lot of like step families and shit?
I wish I could tell you, but that's what I heard a lot of like the more uncanny. Not uncanny, but more of the unorthodox porn situations come from. Like it's popularized by a lot of Asian
I would
people
have
that
thought maybe Germany or something.
I don't know. I don't know enough about German people or Japanese people. This is really coming from like, oh, I heard this.
Oh, so we're not keeping any of this in then.
No, we're gonna keep it in so that people can
Can be like, oh, Christian,
Yeah.
let me show you the good step family porn.
Nope, I don't. I wanna drift away from this conversation. Should we do an improv scene?
About
It doesn't
incest
have to
porn.
be about that. We talked about some other stuff.
Yeah, breaking printers.
Yeah, breaking printers. That
That
should
blew
be.
my mind. When you said that, I was like, I can't believe he broke the printer, but not his controller. And then you're like, oh no, he also broke the controller. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, if you're throwing controllers like halfway across the room, I break my controllers just for playing with it for 5 minutes.
What?
I apparently I
What?
think I button mashed too hard or like
The only thing that's ever happened to my controllers is like the rubber on the thumb on the joysticks sometimes starts to. I have one controller where it's starting to fray.
You're pushing
because I'm
too
always pushing
hard.
up. I'm always pushing.
It's funny because we're adults now and we're playing video games. It's not like the harder we push the joystick, the faster we'll run in the game.
I don't even think it's necessarily I'm pushing it really hard. I think it's just over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
It could be that.
Always pushing forward because you're always going up or you're always going forward or that's like accelerate or that's right. So like the left thumbstick forward, I think is one of the most common.
As a kid, I
you
used to fuck up my Super Nintendo controllers. The buttons would always stick, and it's because
Because you're dirty.
I was a dirty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah. That our buttons never got that dirty. My dad was a real sticker. My dad was always like video games, and so like even like he had the first Atari system and he had Pong. He's always been fascinated by video games. Even my cousin used to say like, yeah, growing up, going to Uncle Ted's house was the best because he had all the toys. And so when me and my brother were growing up, he was like, yeah, I'll get you guys a Sega Genesis or a Dreamcast, and then he got us an Xbox. I do also remember for like years he never bought Sony. He like hated
Anti-Sony.
Didn't want to buy anything from Sony. And then we got a PlayStation 2, and that was like the first Sony thing we got. And that like blew all of our minds because it was a DVD player. It played these crazy cool games.
Yeah, not only was it just focused on video games.
It was everything.
Yeah.
And then I think we got a 360 after that, and then
The PlayStation 3, I was watching this YouTube video about like why the PlayStation 3 was such a bust. It was not. No, it was like not as
Really?
opposed
The
to an
3?
Xbox 360.
Oh, that's true. 360 won that. Although 360 bungled their own
like
shit.
Nintendo Wii sold the most copies of the Wii, or sold the most systems,
Units.
and then it was 360 had the next most
And
units.
PS4 was way
and
down.
then PS3 was on the bottom because it took their starting price in which they were selling it
Hella
was
high.
like $500.
Yeah.
It was like either $500 for 20 gigs and then $600 for like 80 gigs, right? And people were like, this is outrageous. But that's because they wanted to try to change the game. And that's when Blu-ray just came out and they gambled and they're like, we're going to make this
They did put
a
Blu-ray
Blu-ray
in.
player.
Yeah.
And so you know how much how much money it cost for them to manufacture one unit?
Just
$800. Meaning that if they were selling it at $600, they were taking
they
financial
were
blows.
losing everything. Sony made some mistakes for sure in their company. There's a book called Golden Parachute, I believe, is about like their movie side. Because Sony has so many fingers and so many pies.
Yeah.
And like how they bungled Marvel and Spider-Man and shit like that. I think it's called Golden Parachute.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the video game things for us was always like a big deal and was always something. What I noticed now is like the back of my PlayStation 4 controller has like a sticker and a serial number, right?
Yeah.
Where my middle finger rests, the sticker's all worn out.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like
Holy
a black sticker, but like wherever my hands have been from years and years and years and years
I'm just playing it.
has worn down the sticker on the back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
And like you can see on the touchpad, which was also like a bygone thing that PS4 tried that made no difference.
Yeah.
The like where my thumbs rest when I'm not playing. Right? Like if I'm just using my left hand where my thumb rests like on the buttons, you can kind of see like where my thumbs touch on the thumb pad. It's just like a little bit of like kind of like I guess like a grease spot from my
It's
skin.
like the controller has become a part of you. Like that's
I gotta stop
Alejandro's
playing video
controller.
games.
No, that's fine. I have the same problem.
Although luckily both of those controllers are the ones that came with my system. I've never bought
An extra controller.
replacement controllers. I've never had to. Luckily, I've been always pretty good with them. My brother, on the other hand, was never really good at like keeping his shit together like that. But like I've been able to keep my PlayStation 4 pretty tight.
Let me ask you something, and this is how I define people ever since I was a kid and have them
Where
come
are
over.
you from?
Where are you from? Are you from LA? No. Are you the type of individual that with all of your games, you don't give a shit where you put your discs? Like you will put
Any disc in any box?
Yes, you'll put like this FIFA disc into this NBA Street
First of all,
container.
yeah, maybe. It's been a long time since I've had discs. Because
Yeah.
I made the switch over to digital games like right as soon as I got a PS4. Right as soon as that became available, the digital download, I got on board pretty quick.
Yeah, you were like one of my first friends that was like into that thing.
Yeah, and right away I was like, I never looked back. Right away I was like, I'm never buying another disc again, and I never did. I think NBA 2K18 was the last disc I bought.
And then after that, it was all history. He was just everything.
And even
was just,
that one, even at that time, I'd already had like Grand Theft Auto already uploaded, and like the ease of just switching from app to app instead of disc to disc was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
But
And
no,
I agree.
But no, I would put any disc in any box. Although
You would not?
I would, but there was usually only 2 games I would play at a time. Right, so let's say I had 10 games, I would only be playing probably like the newest 2 at any given time. So if I'm not playing Madden,
Okay.
and
That makes sense.
And if I'm not playing Madden, right, and there's something else in the Madden case, that's because that's the other game that I'm, Superman. That's the other game that I'm playing.
Okay.
I usually only rotate it. The other thing we did a lot as kids is my parents would rent us video games from like Hollywood Video Bunch.
Whoa,
So we would have
old
games
school.
for like a weekend, right? And then and my dad's whole thing was like, if you really like the game, then we'll buy it.
Wow.
And so a couple of times, and then that was really cool too, because then we already have a file saved. We already like know how to play.
That is cool.
By the time we get the game, we're already like maybe 2 or 3 levels in.
And it was a race against time to like get as much as you can into the
For
game
sure.
because you
Or
don't know
learn.
if you're gonna buy it.
And sometimes like you'd get games that were like shitty, and sometimes you'd get games that you never played again. Like I remember like the James Bond games. I loved playing those.
Oh, of course.
And we would rent those. I remember one birthday party my brother had. We all sat around the, must have been the Xbox, and like my brother's 6 friends and me were all sitting around playing, and like, oh, you died, and you passed the controller, and then like, no, go to the left, and like, oh no, you passed,
dude.
That too.
The days of passing controllers. Oh, it's my turn.
And that changed all too. The game that changed that for us was Halo 2.
Halo 2 was revolutionary.
We had to get a second controller for Halo 2, and then that opened up like X-Men Legends, I think, came out, and that was a co-op game that me and my brother played.
Super cool.
That changed. Yeah, the two controllers for Halo 2 changed.
Well, Halo 2 also revolutionized
Just shooters.
2 systems in one house. So they
LAN parties.
LAN parties is what it was.
You can have up to 4.
Up to 4
Which
per
meant-
system.
Yeah, and then
Up to 8 if you had 2 systems, and you're
and
like,
up to 16 if you linked 4 systems together.
yo, dude, and like imagine how
Way ahead of his time.
we take online gameplay for granted now. Now we're playing video games where you could literally have up to
100
50, 100 people.
Drop into a map with 100 people.
One map.
See who lasts the longest.
Yes. Wild, dude.
Let's do an improv scene.
Let's do an improv scene.
Now it's not gonna be sad.
super hyped on. Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna be about stepsister porn.
I guess so. Mr. Baldassar, have a seat. Welcome.
Okay, yeah.
Welcome. My name is John Smoth.
John Smoth, nice to meet you.
John.
Nice to meet you.
Here at Diamondback Video Games, we like to make the cutting edge of the newest and coolest games. We've heard great things from you,
nice.
sir.
Yeah.
Your portfolio is gorgeous. Your artwork is fantastic. But we
Yeah.
want to know, Christian, we all want to know what makes you special. What are you going to bring to the table here if we bring you on as a partner?
Well, I have great attention to detail. I will notice the smallest things.
Fantastic.
I have a form of ADHD where my attention is laser focused on one thing. So yes, I can get distracted, but not very easily. I can focus on a spot, on a spot, on a spot. And so with these video games, my special tactic is to be able to see all the small things that no one else will be able to see.
Excellent. We do have magnifying glasses, so we will be seeing things pretty small here already. So that's good to know, though. My second question is, what's your dream video game, sir? What would you like to, if you could make any game? Here at Diamondback Video Games, we like to make dreams come true.
Well,
hang on, I'm not done with the question.
Okay.
We like to make dreams come true here. What video game would you make?
Well, I love myself MMORPGs. I would love a third-person MMORPG where we would drop into the map along with
Can you slow down?
999.
I can't write that fast.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
999
Other players.
So there's 1,000 players on the map.
1,000 players with no lag time, no latency, smooth gameplay, and also you could play up to a party of 20.
As small as 20, as big as 1,000.
As big as 1,000 on the map, but a party quest up to the size of 20. I would like to level up to the level of 500. I would like to create what will be the world's next World of Warcraft.
Okay, that's probably what you should have said in the beginning. That would have been
ADHD
sufficient enough. Well, great. I think we have what we need here. Do you have any questions for us?
Yes. What will be my fiscal compensation? Will I receive benefits for both my wife and kids?
Oh.
And also, how soon can I start?
Oh, Mr. Baltazar, this is an unpaid internship, and you can start as soon as you are ready to go.
This is unpaid?
Yes.
I don't know if I could go into an unpaid internship. I have my family waiting outside right now.
Yeah, we did hear you pull up in that loud station wagon that backfired.
Yes. Prior to this, I dropped my day job and went full-time into podcasting. Fucked me over.
Whoa. Boy, you're a silly boy, sir. Well, hey, don't call us. We'll call you. And then we'll just go from there.
All right. Cut to a week later. Honey, they haven't called me yet.
Oh, sweetie, it'll be fine. They'll call you. Don't
What are you doing?
I'm writing my book.
How's that working out for you?
Are we doing this right now?
Of course we're doing this right now. You want to do this later?
I would like to wait until the children are asleep.
Well, they're gonna fall asleep because they're hungry. I obviously don't know how kids work.
You need a job, huh?
I'm trying to be
You
the
need to get out
best
of the
father
house.
that I can be.
Yeah, babe, just...
Diamondback Video Games has not called me.
And they will. When they know that you got the goods. Babe, did you tell them about your World of Warcraft idea?
I absolutely did. I
And
showed them my resume.
Did you say I want to make the new World of Warcraft, or did you do your long soliloquy for 25 minutes?
I did the soliloquy at first
damn it.
so that they can know that I'm an articulate individual. And
Christian,
then what?
You say the World of Warcraft thing first so they're interested, and then you give them the long soliloquy.
But
We practiced this. Remember in the mirror?
in
the mirror?
Yes, I do remember the mirror.
Do I need to go get the mirror?
You don't have to get the mirror. I'm a confident guy. I could do this.
Listen how you say that. Do I need to get the mirror?
I'm a confident guy. Get
I'm
the
gonna
mirror.
go get the mirror.
Get the mirror.
Here, hold on to this. Take a
Okay.
look. Take a look at your face. What do you see? I want you to quick. Don't think. What are 3 things you see?
Fat man.
No, come on.
Balding.
No, come on.
Nose is
Give
bigger
me
than
the
his
mirror.
eyes.
Give me the mirror. Hey, look at me. You know what I see when I look at you?
What?
Hard worker.
Thank you.
I see perseverance,
Thank you.
and I see leadership.
Thank you.
That's what I see when I look at you.
Let me try again. Let me try again.
Take a look at yourself. What do you see?
I see confidence.
Okay, but hang on a second.
Huh.
Do you?
I'm trying to see it.
Okay, what do you actually see?
Small eyes.
Okay.
Minority.
Oh.
Uh,
Give me the mirror back. Give me the mirror back. We're gonna, you know what? Maybe no mirror today.
no mirror?
You seem to be in a weird place.
I'm gonna go to Diamondback Videos. Maybe they lost my number.
It is 8:00 at night, babe. You think anyone's gonna be there?
I think someone will be there. Let me go try. Cut to the outside of the office that while I was getting the interview.
Sure.
Hey, Mr. Smoth. Mr. Smoth, it's me, Christian Baltazar.
Excuse me, sir. My name is James. I'm the head of security here.
Oh, James. Sorry to bother you. Have
How
you
can I help
seen
you?
John Smoth around?
Well, yeah, he was here earlier, but it's Friday night, so I'm pretty sure he went home for the weekend.
All right, I'm just gonna pitch it to you again. All right.
and-
So I came here last week. It's gonna be the next World of Warcraft.
Oh. Well, I'm interested. Keep going.
Cut to a year later when
When the security guard and Christian are now multi-millionaire
business partners.
making video
I pulled
games.
you in and you became my. Oh.
Man, we made it, huh?
James, I'm so glad that I ran into you a year ago.
I'm so glad you were so articulate and were able to. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you were articulate enough to explain that video game to me, and very quickly, might I add.
Well, I'm so glad that you secretly had a background in coding.
Not only that, I had $1 million when my uncle died.
Yeah, it was weird as a front that you were just being a security guard when you knew your uncle was going to die so soon. And so thank you for fronting my business idea, and now look at us. Here's a mirror. Do you want to say 3 things about yourself?
I don't know what that means.
I'll show. This is my first time doing it in front of James. I see chisel jawline. Rich man.
Interesting. You do this, and that's it.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was
very
good.
balanced. If we can pat ourselves on the back.
Yes. Once again, without an audience, and I think I had a good time.
Here you go. Do the mirror thing. I don't know what that means. Different character.
Imagine, there has to be people that do that look in the mirror and they say,
I'm strong. It's called mantras, bro. I do it.
yeah, no, but to an extent where you're saying 3 things about yourself.
Like
not the
physical
same thing. Yeah, physical
Ears.
things.
2 ears. 1 eyebrow.
Yeah, because think about what we say to ourselves in the mirror.
You fat fuck.
Yeah, definitely.
You ugly piece of shit.
I'm like, wow, did my double chin get bigger?
Where'd my chin go?
Have you ever
Yes.
opened up? Have you been on
Cannibal
FaceTime with
Fest.
someone,
Uh-huh.
and then when you start FaceTiming them, it shows your face immediately, and you're laying down, and you're like, this is a terrible angle. Is this what people see when I'm on the camera?
I don't look because I cover my front-facing camera.
That's real suspicious. That's
I landed on catfish.
because you don't want the government to be looking at you.
Definitely.
Do you ever think that you would have been the type of person to be catfished?
No,
And
because I'm not good on internet stuff, bro. I don't have a good internet persona.
No,
I'm not
you
good at
don't.
talking online. I'm not good at messages.
It's crazy because you're good in person to really.
Because I can read off of you, and
Yeah, there's body language.
my humor doesn't translate to text.
In a
Unless
different
you
way.
know me. Yeah, unless you really know me, my humor doesn't translate
Because
to text.
other than that, you either sound really rude and uninterested or very sarcastic. And that's the way that I think most people will read it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if they see, I think we were in a group chat with Chris Perry.
Yes.
And at one point I threw a joke out there, but if you weren't there to understand that I was being sarcastic, I don't think he probably would have He probably would have thought I was being a dick.
No, but since I've known how you text all the
He
time,
was like, nice. You
that's
jumped in.
Alex
Dun, 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 dun.
type of thing. Dun, 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 dun.
That sounds like when you lose at The Price is Right.
I don't think in game shows, I hate that they do that. They're like,
loser
well,
sound?
obviously you fucking lost. Let me put this 5-second tone in front of the audience to
I would rather have that than what is it? The whammy? No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Whammy from what's that from?
Let's make it. No, not Let's Make a Deal. $1 Million Quest. I don't know. One of those dumb fucking TV shows.
Have you been
Elizabeth
watching
Banks.
any game shows? New game shows on Netflix has been dropping a shit ton of game shows.
I've been watching The Floor is Lava.
but I
don't
kind of like it.
Give a shit about their storylines.
Nope.
I just want to see them almost get wet.
It's always cringy whenever they interview them prior to them playing the game.
It's a horrible.
It's
mix.
absolutely it's terrible, dude. It's they'll say some corny joke, and this is probably their 4th or 5th time recording this. It's the producers saying, "Okay, let's make this entertaining," right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care. I just want to see you fall in some lava. My question is about that show.
Tell me.
When they do fall into lava,
Is someone pulling them down?
where do they go?
I can't figure it out. I think someone must be down there to hold them down for a second, then they cut the camera and let them out.
Are there professional scuba divers down there?
I have no
to
fucking
rescue
clue,
them?
bro. Check out The Floor is Lava on Netflix.
Would you do that? I would.
I would be down.
Okay,
And
it's
well,
us
not
two.
Otis. He's got a bum knee.
He does have a bum knee.
Alan, he's buff.
Alan
Or your
is-
brother.
Or my brother. Alan or my brother, depending on who's available.
Probably either, because you know what? They would. Yeah, I think you guys would still let me be the leader.
We would still what?
Let me be the leader.
Oh, I'll let you go first. I don't know if I'll let you be the leader. But not naturally.
Put that sausage down.
So do not call my finger a sausage, sir. They are no longer sausages.
Don't point at me.
If I was still fat,
Don't point at me.
okay, I'll put my finger away. Does that make you happy?
Yes.
Okay.
Really weird sidebar, real quick.
What's
Remember
up?
what you're about to say. There's a Harry Potter line. I'll never forget it. In like one of the first pages where Uncle Vernon grabs him by the throat, and they described his fingers as sausage-like fingers.
I do remember that.
But as a kid, I read that as like his sausage wrapped around his throat, and I remember thinking, I was like, did Uncle Vernon just choke him with his dick?
Is this Harry Potter or an erotica?
I had to reread that page like 3 times. I was so lost.
Were you so lost or so horny, dude?
Bing. Anyways, what were you saying?
I was gonna say
I'm the kind of person.
you at the floor is lava. Since you are taller and you have longer limbs than me
Yeah.
and Alan would,
For sure. I do the Tarzan swings.
you'd be able to like step from one object
stick
to another
the thing in the hole.
for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have a good
Do
sense
the
of balance?
crank. Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. You think
I'm great at that kind of stuff.
really?
Oh yeah. I'm an incredible person. Period.
Do you have a fear of heights? I'm an incredible person. Period.
Yeah, totally. A fear of heights, no, but I do have a fear of falling.
Isn't that like almost hand in hand? So you're
No,
not
'cause a
scared
fear-
until you're mid fall?
A fear of heights to me means you see something that's like really up high and you're like, oh, right?
That skyscraper.
Look at the height on that skyscraper.
But then there-
so I'm not afraid of being up high. I'm
There's
afraid
so
of
many
falling.
levels of thought with being scared. At that point, you're just scared of skyscrapers.
But that's the thing is like I can go to the top. I'm not afraid to go to the top. I'm afraid of falling off of the top.
So standing on an edge freaks you out.
My palms are already sweating talking about this.
So
My
there
palms are actually.
is a level
I'm
of-
afraid of falling. I'm not afraid of. I'm not
Of
afraid to
course.
be up there. I'm not afraid to be up high. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm the type of-
height isn't the fear. It's what happens when I jump is the fear.
I'm the type of person that would open the door that leads to the top of a building, and I'd already be terrified. Once I
You've never
see
been on the
skyline.
roof? My last trip to New York, I was hanging out with one of my friends, and they brought me up to the roof of their building, and it was like the best view because you got to see everything. And like, dude, you gotta get to the roof of places. The top is the best. The view from the top, bro. Don't you listen to Drake?
Honestly, the high, not the highest I've ever been. That sounds bad, but like,
Highest I ever been, bro.
I
actually
need to be
the lowest.
fueled with adrenaline to kind of rid me of my fear, right?
I'll tell you what scares me is like ladders. Like
You have a fear of skyscrapers and ladders.
I have a fear of looking at skyscrapers and staring at ladders.
Hate society. I don't want to go into San Francisco. Have you seen how many levels that building has?
I hate New York.
were you gonna
No,
say?
but like not like A-frame ladders, just like the ladders like that you lean up against
Okay.
something. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna be like midway up the ladder and then it's gonna slide out from beneath me. So again, I'm not afraid to like get to the top of the ladder. I'm afraid the ladder's gonna like shoo.
I see. Okay.
And then really I'm gonna fall and then I'm gonna fall on my hand. That's really what I'm most afraid of.
falling on your hands.
Because like think about it, I'm on the ladder, right? And then it slides out from beneath me. So what's gonna fall first? It's gonna be my knuckles because everything else is on the ladder.
It's better than your
My
face,
fingers are gonna
dude.
get chopped off. What if I'm holding the sides, right? What if I'm holding the sides like this and it falls? Choom.
Do
No more
people
fingers.
still climb ladders by holding the sides? That's a Super Mario thing, dude. People hold on to the bar.
rungs?
Yeah, the rungs of the ladder, dude. No one holds on. That's why you're scared of falling, because you don't know how to have a grip. Get a grip, dude. That's where the fucking sayings.
Get a grip.
Yeah.
That's the name of this episode. Get a grip.
Get a grip, dude.
Oh man.
One time, so I had someone come here, probably like last summer. I had someone come here and
I know
fix the
exactly
stove.
what you're talking
I think you
about.
know this story. Someone had to come and fix the stove, and to do that, I had to like show them all the circuit breakers and whatnot. And so we have a set of circuit breakers in the garage, and
course.
we have another set of circuit breakers on the side of the house outside.
Humble brag.
And so I showed. Is that really a? I don't. The more circuit breakers you have, the more.
Bigger house.
Oh, I guess that's a way to put it. I feel bad about saying how many circuit breakers I have now.
Don't tell me about the third and fourth one then.
The new way of bragging about your home is not how many beds and baths you got.
How many circuit breakers is this apartment?
Ooh, I got a New York City apartment.
One circuit?
5.
A light.
Just one light.
Anyways, so you let the gentleman outside to the outside breaker?
Yes, to the outside breaker, and my side garage door has one of those double locks where if you unlock the top, you could still open the door from the inside. But if you don't unlock the one on the knob,
Sure.
it'll lock you out from outside. And so guess what happened to me?
You got locked out with
and
this dude.
the electrician. Yes, we got locked out, and I tried going in, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I think I locked us out. And he was like, well, I don't know what I could do because all of my tools are inside. My keys to the van are inside. And so we were just like chilling around for a second. We're both looking around.
Did you have a phone?
So embarrassed.
Did you have your cell phone?
Yes, I did have my cell phone. So there would have been a way to go around it.
For sure.
But we ended up just looking at his van. Call the cops. Real quick, do people still call the cops if there's a kitty on the tree?
No,
Or kitties
they
still
call the fire department.
Fire department, that's what it is. Okay. To track back.
Because the cops will shoot it.
I don't want to go into that.
Anyways, so
Cops, stop shooting kitties.
The electrician.
The electrician looked at the van, and he had a ladder on top, and so he had to put it up against my roof. And I had to, like, good thing my window was slightly cracked open. I was able to open the window, but there was still the screen. And there was so much adrenaline pumping through my veins that I was not scared to go up on the roof. I was like, I gotta fucking do this or we're stranded, right? And I was so pumped that I just ripped a hole in my screen.
Why not just, you can take screens out of windows really easily.
Yeah.
Really easily.
Yeah, but I didn't want him to wait to have me figure it out. So I destroyed the screen from my window.
As a kid who used to sneak out of a window, it's very easy to pop the screen out.
See, I never snuck out of a window. I just always went through the backyard sliding
Just went through the front door like a normal person.
Bye, Mom. Sneaking out. Kiss her on the cheek.
You'll never know. Close your eyes.
But that's
hilarious.
what I did.
Was the ladder like on the top of his truck or something? Or was it on the ground?
It was on top of his truck.
That's fun.
Oh, you're talking about like when he set it up?
Yeah.
No. We took it off of the van and then we set it up against the roof.
When I used to do lighting at the high school, and actually, this is not true. When I used to do lighting in the high school, we used to have to put the ladder up on the stage, but sometimes like we would need it like over this way too much.
Yeah.
So we would just like set up like foldable tables and just put like the other half of the ladder on this like table in like this
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes we would do some many shit.
That's wild, dude.
And then we would also like get foldable tables on the stage and then put the ladder on the table just so we can get up high enough to like do that shit.
Yeah.
We used to do again, this is not a true story. And we also definitely didn't have ladder races where we would both have two people on two different ladders and race across, walking the ladders across the stage.
That is the wildest thing I think you've ever told me.
We used to do some crazy shit.
Who has ladder races?
Me and Nate Kane. Shout out Nate Kane.
I mean, I've heard of every other type of race, but
Ladder
someone
races,
like,
bro.
who could climb this ladder faster?
No, that's not what it was. It was like standing up on top of the ladder, walking the ladder. Who can walk the ladder across the stage faster?
See, that's
even worse. Sometimes the legs would bend so far back, dude. I don't know how those ladders didn't snap.
I don't know, dude. You're wild. How are you alive?
I don't know, dude. One time at a family reunion, I almost hit my head on a tree, and that would have killed me. That for sure. The way I fell, that tree, like the way
You can't just skip so many details. You can't just say, I was at a family reunion and I almost hit my head on a tree.
Well, we were playing football or something, and I like caught the ball and like fell really close to a tree, and I almost hit my head. And if I would have hit that tree, I would have.
You think you would have died?
I would have at least been knocked out.
You would have been a vegetable.
I would have been unconscious.
Damn, dude. I would be doing this podcast with a silent partner.
Otis?
What? Oh, yeah. Otis, wake up. But, dude, yeah, out of context, that story would have been super fucking weird.
They're all weird, bro.
Yeah, dude.
All stories are weird because they don't have a real ending.
No, that's very sad. That's very.
Or is it hopeful?
You're right. Do we really want endings?
Although every ending is the start of a new beginning.
You're right. It's just the start of a new chapter.
Welcome to cliche time.
Yes. Let's
close one door, open a window.
Get your foot in the door, but don't snap it. I'm not good at saying on the spot.
You can't. Okay. Never mind. I was gonna say I want you to try and think of two and one fake one, and see if I can figure out which is which.
Oh, that's so different.
That is hard. That is hard, like on the spot to do.
So 3 real idioms.
Three idioms. 2 real, 1 fake, and I'm gonna try and find the fake one.
This is.
Or 2 fake, 1 real. I mean.
Okay, let's. You're gonna know it because all the idioms I know are very surface level idioms.
Yeah, for sure. Lie, pants on fire.
Yeah.
Don't step on a crack, break your mother's back. Fuck you, bitch, motherfucker.
I'm gonna go with fuck you, bitch, motherfucker.
No, that's a real one.
I'm gonna go with
step on the crack, break your mother's back. Fuck yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Such a weird thing to tell children.
It is, dude. Why is it?
Why did I believe that as a child?
Now I find myself not even like with organic cracks, but like, the lines on sidewalks that.
They do it on purpose. They're testing us to see if we'll kill our mothers.
But even like without knowing that saying, I think naturally a kid would play a game with themselves and not step on the lines on the sidewalk.
Oh, I was going to say, as the opposite. As a kid, I like to
Step on the lines. How many backs? How many mothers' backs did you destroy, dude?
You know what they don't say? They don't say it's your mother's back.
No.
Step on a
Break
crack.
a mother's
break a mother's back.
Dude.
We just changed that idiom. It's definitely break your mother's back.
No, step on a crack, break a
mother's back.
Break a motherfucker's back.
It's Ice Cube. Ice Cube's just curb stomping people's spines.
He's curb stomping lines on sidewalks.
For the line stomping corporation.
I'm Ice Cube, motherfucker.
And you want to step on lines like this? Pop, 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 pop.
I just watched this video on Instagram. It was a clip of him in 22 Jump Street when he finds out Jonah Hill is dating his daughter. And
Spoilers.
I think Ice Cube is probably the worst person that I'd want as a father-in-law.
Is it the scene when they're at dinner?
Right before, outside. Right before,
I know what you're talking
dude.
about.
And then like he freaks the fuck out because at that point he had already told, I had sex with this girl at college.
And Ice Cube was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, Ice Cube was down for it. He was like,
Schmidt.
good for you, Schmidt. Oh, man.
So good.
Is there anyone you want to shout out, dude?
I do. Do you want to go first? Because I need to pull it up.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Let me go pull mine up first, dude.
I guess I got mine here first. Actually, you know this person. I'm going to shout out. He's not, again, not somebody that needs a shout out for us, but it is a good friend of ours and somebody that I want to do a little shout out to. We're going to shout out my buddy Austin Scott, and you can follow him on Instagram.
Yes, Austin Scott.
Austin Scott 93. He is verified, by the way. Mm-hmm. But I just want to say something real quick. With all the stuff that's going on right now, we try not to keep this show very political to give this guys an escape. But Austin's doing a lot, using his platform and saying the things that need to be said, and without being overly in your face about it, he's giving people options through his page on opportunities to learn and grow and donate. And if you have any questions, I would say look at his page. He's got plenty of opportunities for you to learn things. And also, he's an incredible actor, an incredible friend, incredible person who does. And he's just a phenomenal singer, and for that you should check out his page and listen to him and check out his shit. And
yes, extremely talented. If there's anyone in the world that deserves the amount of success that he's gained, it's him.
It's Kevin Hart. Oh, sorry, you're right. It's Austin.
It's The Rock.
It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
It's Dwayne. It's Jack Black.
We're just
it's the entire cast of Jumanji.
Robin Williams. R.I.P. But seriously, Austin, we love you, buddy.
Love you too, dude.
We've always cared about you and cheered for you. And if you listen,
then
let us know.
Please let us know. Respond to this statement right here.
We're not going to use this as a promo. We're just going to see if you got 48 minutes deep into a dumbass episode.
How much do you support us? No, dude, we really do love you. Yes, thank you. During these dire times, 2020 is fucking terrible. You are definitely
a shining light.
A shining light. You were using your platform to the best of its ability. You are highly influential to a lot of people. So God bless you, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
Did he sneeze?
Yeah, he did sneeze. He just replied to me right now
just
regarding
a picture of him sneezing. Do you have anyone to shout out, or are you just going to double down on mine?
I'm just going to double down on yours.
That's fine. That's a good one too.
Because
I was actually going to show it. I was going to offer it too earlier.
I don't think it's deserving for me to have to search up someone right now. I should have thought before, and I don't want to give someone an inorganic shout out. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. But you know what we did do?
We watched a movie.
We do that like 6 times a week.
Yeah, we need to, because this is a movie podcast.
Not this one.
Not this one.
But we do one on Thursdays. Anyways, we watched a film, 6th installment.
Is it the 6th, would you say? In what
I
franchise?
I was just going to say, it's also the first of their own.
Yes, of their own.
But maybe you guys found our little Easter egg that we had hidden in this episode, but we have our new sponsors, Wayland Corp.
Yep.
So check out our next episode if you want to know what that means.
Yep. Or we'll just tell you right now. Are we going to tell them right now?
We'll tell them because I want them to see it.
Right. Okay. We watched.
Although, if you figured it out before, kudos.
Good job.
Austin, let us know if you figured it out.
Mm-hmm, Austin.
We watched
Alien versus Predator.
The first one, not Requiem.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't mind doing that one, apparently.
Yeah, dude, that is the next one. So, and that's called Aliens versus Predator. I don't know. They added an S. So they're...
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
which
there's a
I don't
difference
get.
between the movie Alien and Aliens.
It's crazy when movies do that. Right? Like, it's kind of like...
Fast and Furious. Fasts
Yeah, no.
Too fast. Fasts.
It's the movie where they're fasting.
The Fasts and the Furious.
They're
It's the
all
one where they have a lisp.
they're all observing Ramadan
In Abu Dhabi.
in Abu Dhabi.
Because, they always travel. I bet you the next one's going to be in space.
Dude, any movie they put Leprechaun in space. The horror movie.
They put Jason in space.
I was listening to and here's my pod shout out. Paige thought that Lord of the Rings was titled Lord of the Reigns, like horse reigns, and she thought it was a movie that took place in space. But you've never even seen the movie.
I mean, I was just going to say, at least I'm better than that.
Yes, at least you know it's a
better than Paige.
trilogy that's like medieval-ish.
At least I'm better than Paige.
Hey, don't say that. She might be listening to this.
She might be.
Yeah.
Anyways, Alien versus Predator, guys. You guys know Aliens? You guys know Predator. Mm-hmm. Let's take out the R rating and all the cool shit, make it PG-13, and make this film.
Yep. Although we still liked it. Yeah.
Would have been better if it was R, though.
Should have been bloodier.
Yeah.
I agree.
You can tell, I bet you, I say it in everyone, there's probably an R-rated cut of that film.
Yes. Release the Snyder Cut, dude.
Release
the Snyder Cut of AVP.
Sure, there's for sure an extended, unrated version of AVP.
There has to be, dude.
There has to.
Because how could it not be?
When do we see Predator's boobs?
I'm trying to see Mama Predator's boobs, dude.
Actually, the only female is a female alien.
Yes, I'm trying to see female aliens' boobs. I'm sorry.
Yikes, that's terrifying.
We're done.
That's scary.
We're done here. All you see is her massive thorax because she's pregnant and as shit.
She's just shitting out eggs, bro.
That was a disgusting scene. We'll talk about it in the next episode.
Check it out, guys. AVP.
All right, baddies. You know where to find us. Take it easy.
Spotify.
Bye.
Apple.
YouTube.
Pandora?
Stitcher. Yeah.
Did that
not
go
Pandora.
through?
Almost. iHeartRadio.
Hey!
Hey! Bye.
Bad.